Oh, well, well, getting to I know, particularly horrible today. I tried to be as horrible as possible. Well, that's because I'm getting a lot of hassle. I don't think people paying attention might realise that I'm, having these problems, and it's not too great. The bullshit seems to be mounting at the moment. It's incredible because, well, further, it's just like, they give you like a kind of I don't know, it's like certain persons, certain staff members are trying to wind me up as if they want me to blow a fuse so that they can really then have an excuse to reassess my mental capacity and stuff like that, So, I'm thrown back into the arms of the tribunals and stuff like that. Whereas at the moment, I am classified as totally sane, No, I'm not totally sane. I'm not saying I've got a condition, I don't know, we just invent them all, don't we? So, it's, what is it, schizophrenic to like nature or something, or, schizophrenic to think the planet's been under attack. Is it a conspiracy theory to say, that there's very few lovely days like it is today, relatively speaking? That's schizophrenic job is that schizoaffective disorder to like the planet and, look at little ants and plants on the pavement or, remove worms from the pavement or whatever you do, remove dog shit from out of the way of the path so poor little kids won't get in the way of, stumble into it and, things like that, which we do naturally as good people. We do all these things and we just do it. We don't expect any plaudits other than from whatever entity might be, keeping us alive for some reason. We're stewards of the planet, aren't we? So we care about things. We care about each other. We care about what's going on in the world. We don't like what we see, of course. But, we don't have to put up with it, do we? The thing is, if we don't awaken the bum-numbing, people from the bum-numbing programming and bullshit and CV mechanism, which is it's got to be the most invasive and subversive mechanism to destroy truth and, make everything, yeah. Oh, well done, lad. Oh, thank you, AAP, dude. Not seen you for a long time, but yeah, I remember doing a few donations to your channel. It's a good channel. You support all the channels, I know. Yeah, it is a beautiful day, very strangely, but I'm on that constant, absolute barrage of bullshit where I am at the moment. I spent 7 years in an absolutely pathetic, disgusting, what do you call it? Pharmacological tyranny and psychiatric tyranny, which is absolutely disgusting. And it's not just me, it's millions of other patients in the country. Don't forget, they lock up all the good guys, and let the shitstorm freaks, they let them create their shitstorm out there because they want the chaos. They don't want good people like me lurking about in society, creating value and creating good things and making people think differently. Oh, no. I'd rather have an axe murderer doing this, that, and the other, because it creates the fear. They want to carry on with the fear, constantly barraging with the fear. Fear. Eh? That's what they're trying to do. Yeah, fuck everything up. And they're getting away with it. And we're letting them. And still 8 billion people of us. Yeah. And yeah, maybe they'll wipe out half of the population. The various, technologies and this, that, and blah, 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 their this, that, and the procedures and stuff, roll up the slave diligent job, all that stuff, all that crap going around, and, people are going to, unfortunately, people are falling for that. Most of my family's falling for that stuff, it's all shit. It's very sad, and you want to cry and break down every second of the day if you think about it too much, but we've got to carry on for this planet. Yeah. And even if they wipe half of us out, there's still 4 billion of us left. Come on, what are we going to do? Why are we going to let them control the whole narrative and the whole bloody system, yeah? Why are we not undermining the system by getting through to the troops and getting them to take some action against their commanders and against their controllers that are making them implement this vicious, evil tyranny against everyone and everything that's decent and, wonderful in this world. And they want to take the world apart. They're absolutely, totally insane, these people. They're nothing more than a death cult, not on steroids, but on some genetically modified steroids or whatever they are to make them exponentially more evil than they could possibly be. Yeah, that's what we're up against. So if anyone wants to talk about that, step up, join the stream and we'll have a chat about this shit. Try and nail it down, We've got to sort this shit out, otherwise we're completely finished. And there won't be, our children be crying, there's no food on the table, They're trying to take the food off us. They're destroying the crops with the climate engineering and all that shit. Yeah. Climate engineering. Yeah, I made a bit of a mistake on my English. But yeah, it is climate engineering. It's a crime what they're doing. It's absolutely sickening and evil. It's sickening the plants and the trees. And you look at the forest in America, Dane Wigington on his channel, the dimming, that's an essential tune, tune. That's an essential view, You've got to view that stuff. You've got to look at it, I know it's a long film. It's really annoying. There's at least 20 minutes that can be totally ignored of that film. Just gloss, because everyone just falls asleep when they're in the lab and they've got the coats on, they're looking through the microscopes. I mean, it's a truth film. They're not going to suddenly start telling lies for 20 minutes, are they? So you can skip that 20 minutes when they're in there, yeah? And take it as read that, they've received these readings, what they're getting from the nanoparticulates that the officialdom won't even do. Because they're doing microparticulates. They're not even bothered about nanoparticulates at all. I don't think, whatsoever. Yeah. Absolutely, it's a sad situation. And yeah, the devil. I mean, I don't follow any particular religion, right? That's not because I've not got good Christian friends. I have good Christian friends. And I respect them for believing what they do, if they do something with their religious belief. Yeah? And they stand up against tyranny. That I respect. And wherever that goodness in them comes from, if it comes from Christianity, Buddhism, whatever, Hinduism, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. That's fine. But the only thing I believe is in universal love, which isn't dependent on any scriptures or anything like that. I think with Christianity, they've got it wrong because they're all going, well, sitting back and watching the TVs, they've got their feet up, They're watching everything fall apart, and they're going, well, it's okay, because Jesus is coming in a minute. In a second, he'll be here. Because war, famine, pestilence, and death have got to manifest, because Scripture has told us. And, Scripture has to be fulfilled. So unless we get the 4 horses in, there's going to be no second coming. There'll be no Saviour coming down. Yes, again. Yeah, again. So it's a cop-out job. They don't have to do anything. They can sit in front of the TV and just watch the Netflix and watch everything fall apart and not really pay attention until the bombs start dropping. Then they wake up and think, well, hang on a minute. Where was Jesus in the First World War and people in the trenches praying to him? Why didn't he show up? Yeah? Where was the so-called omnipotent God? Why wasn't he stopping it? Yeah? I'm sorry, but I'm not religious. I'm never going to be a Christian because I don't believe in all the things that even Jesus said. Or the Bible. I don't believe every word in the Bible is, the word of God. God's only an inversion anyway. It's dog backwards. So, and then you've got the King James Version, published in 1611. That should ought to tell you something or other. But never mind that. It's the numbers racket, that job. Leave that to the numbers people. But it's only a version, isn't it? Yeah. What was in the original scriptures? What was in the original Aramaic, Hebrew, whatever it was, what was in that? We'll never know, will we? But of course they would have the cheek to put thou shalt not kill him. Because they're the killers, aren't they? They're the ones that kill everyone. And they're the ones that plunder and pillage and all that, blah, blah, blah. And recruit all that money. And now they want more all the time. Not because they need money. Not because they've not got enough, stuff that can buy them the sexual proclivities, whatever perversions they might have. They can afford that. They can afford a lovely house and they can afford to live under the palm trees at the moment. Yeah. It's an absolute joke, honestly, it really is. Yeah. Anyway, said enough of that already. Banned. Banned.video. Anyway, I've had some particularly nasty bullshit leveled at me lately. I've got to sort it out. So, I'm having a little bit of a drink. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? I'd like to see Jesus myself, just to say, hi, hang on, Jesus. You did get a couple of things wrong, though. You were a bit harsh on the woman of Canaan, I remember, a few other things I could mention. But never mind, we could sort of say, oh, well, Jesus, And how is Mary Magdalene? Yeah. And didn't the snake have a point anyway in the Garden of Eden? And why it was a woman made from Adam's rib? Isn't that a bit kind of misogynistic, against women, as if they're a spare rib, There used to be a women's movement mag back in the very late 60s, 70s, called Spare Rib. And that was taking the pee out of kind of like, being a spare part, made from a spare part, as if they were dissing women. I mean, where did God come from anyway? Who's God's mum? Hi, mummy. Where's God's mummy? Who does he cry on? Whose shoulder does he cry on, eh? It's a laugh, isn't it, really? It's a mystery within a mystery. I mean, that's what's so beautiful about life. It is a miracle itself. So if nobody believes in miracles, I'm not talking about walking on water and loaves and fishes and stuff like that. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about the miracle of life itself. If the moon wasn't exactly where it is, if everything else wasn't exactly where it is, if we weren't just exactly the distance we are from the sun, life could not manifest, things could not happen, life would not be created. We could be like Venus, you know, a dead planet. So I'm going to drink today because someone's really pissed me off at the hospital, where they lock all the good people away forever. Okay. So, you know, that's it. I mean, you know, why would you want honest and truthful people out in society? It would be such a danger to them, wouldn't it? Yeah. You know, such a threat to all their military hardware and machinery. Just zap me at the spot, you know, on the spot, you know, GPS me and I turn into a vaporized, you know, pile of ashes. But then again, that's not a big deal because if you're scared of shit like that, I mean, you'll never do anything in your life, will you? You'll never achieve anything. You know, you never strive for anything because you just think, well, you know, I'm just too scared to say anything, too scared for this. You know, fear. Forget all that. You don't need any fear. It's just rubbish. They've won. They've shot you up. They've won. Yeah. You know, just if everyone shuts up, they just get away with it all, don't they? So there we go. Anyway, we've got some new comments coming in. Got plumbers here making a ton of noise. That's funny. Oh, wow. Plumbers. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I certainly can plumb the depths now again. No, I don't want to. No. I'm only joking. You know, I don't tend to go down the depths of, you know, you get these comedians, don't you? So-called comedians, you know, and they can't tell a single joke without getting obscene. It's ridiculous, you know, without scraping the bottom of the barrel. I'm just going to check my battery because I don't want to lose a stream. Hang on. Yeah, it's getting pretty low. I'll be alright for a minute. But I'm going to get another beer now. I don't give a shit if you're rolling drunk. And say, why have you been drinking? Well, because you pissed me off, and they know exactly how they pissed me off today. And I went out absolutely fuming, you know, so, you know, well, fuming, but not visibly fuming, and not actually having a go at them, because otherwise they, manic, you know, episode, and then you get to, yeah, I don't know, reassessment job on you. You know, and then you're resectioned under the Mental Health Act, and then, you know, you just, you know, could be in the system for God knows how many years, until you know, finally drop into the rusty box, into the dusty box, as it were. You know, summarily cremated by the directed entry weaponry of the local crematorium. I don't know, just joking. Yeah. It's all mad, isn't it? What temperature there, bro? I don't know. I'm just guessing. Oh, hang on. Just guessing what temperature it might be. I don't know. That's a. I believe was removed from birth. Yeah. Yeah, removed lots of chapters. It's very true. So you will bow. Yeah, no matter what. Who are you bowing to, though? You know what I mean? You're bowing to their, what's the name? Who wrote Every Knee Will Bow? Who actually wrote that job? It must have been them, mustn't it? You know what I mean? Why have we got to bow our knee all the time anyway? Why can't we just, why have we got to be on our knees? Why is it essential to graze the knees while you're, petitioning Jesus to, turn up after 2,000 years? It's a joke, really, Oh dear, I grazed my knee. Oh, did you, Miranda? You grazed your knee, did you? Yes, I was praying to Jesus and I cut my knees. Oh, you poor girl. I'll put a plaster on it. There we go. Why couldn't God do a plaster for me? Why did God make me bleed? Oh, I've no idea, my dear. It's just how things are. Never mind. In the next life, everything will be cured immediately, instantaneously, miraculously. I don't know. It's really nuts, and everything's nuts. Anyway, hope you enjoy this stream. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what the temperature is. Good question. Not sure. I'd say it was probably about 68, 60 something. Or about 68 something. It's nice and warm. It's okay. Fahrenheit, guys. It won't be 68 centigrade, no thanks. Yeah, Fahrenheit, something like that. I don't know. Maybe it's 70. I don't know. It could be, I guess. But it's got a cool breeze coming through here. And amazingly, it looks like a kind of a normal day. It's a lovely place, It's a lovely planet, isn't it? Why don't we look after the damn planet, What's the matter with people? Why are they so anal, Anally retentive, as a psychologist would have it. Why have they got to be so evil, so stupid and, stuck in your own mindsets and all that? Why don't they jump out of it all and say, well, okay, it's okay not to be a Christian. It's okay not to be a Muslim. It's okay not to be a Hindu. But then again, it's okay to be a Christian. It's okay to be a Muslim. And it's okay to be a Hindu. And it's okay to be black, white, green, or blue. It does not matter as long as you're a good person. If you're drowning, what do you do? Yeah, if you're drowning, your hands above the water, you're going like this, yeah? I'm drowning, Oh, save me, save me, save me, I'm drowning, I'm drowning, I'm drowning. Please, somebody save me. Are you really bothered who saves you? Are you really concerned about what their religion is? Yeah. Whether they're a Hindu, a Jew, yeah, a Christian, a Muslim, yeah. You're not bothered. You know it's a good person. You're not bothered if it's an Alsatian dog. Or if it's a little poodle. Yeah, you're not bothered. You're going to grab hold of that hand because you want to hold on to life because life is precious and beautiful. Yeah. You don't care. You're not bothered. Religion does not matter. It is not important. It's the integrity within your heart and within your soul that matters. Yeah, and that cannot be destroyed. Yeah, if I die tonight, I'm quite happy because I know I'm going to another dimension. Call it heaven, call it whatever you like. It's just words, isn't it? It's just words. It's another dimension. And it's somewhere where people are truly free. Free of all the programming, free of all the bullshit. No one-eyed God in the corner, telling us what reality is. The television, I think you knew what I was on about. There's nothing like that, nothing like that. Nobody's telling you what reality is. You just know everything's cool and everything's good and everyone loves. And everything's wonderful and all things are just there for you. And all things, you're there for them as well. So it's a symbiotic relationship. It's a reciprocal, loving relationship. Nobody's trying to win over somebody else. Nobody's trying to cheat on anyone else. Nobody's trying to get more than anyone else. Everyone's going, isn't it lovely to be on this planet? Yeah, the birds and the bees and the butterflies and the trees. You know, we've got to save it. If we don't do anything soon, everything will be totally finished. It's very, very sad. Anyway. Yeah, it's really good AAP, dude. Yeah, I've not been to your channel for a long time. But the thing is, you're about growing channels and stuff like that. I like the small people. You know, I'm not particularly bothered about growing channels that much. Well, I could do. I could try and grow. I could come over to you actually and pop in there. I haven't done that for a while. To give a donation. I've done before to your channel, and it's kind of to do that. But I never ask for donations. I never even ask for anyone to share my stuff more. You know, occasionally. There's a couple of things I've done which I wish people would share, but you know, if they don't want to, it's up to them, innit? It's their prerogative, you know. But I think small's beautiful, small communities are beautiful, you know, where everyone knows one another. You know, quite often the bigger the channel gets, the bigger the head gets, or whatever, the bigger the egos that get. Oh my goodness, honestly, I went on a live stream the other day. I sat there gobsmacked for about 10 minutes, and I didn't hear one thing that was said that was relevant to anything whatsoever. They were all just bitching, and I couldn't believe how many people were on it. I mean, live, what do you call it? StreamYard gives me 10, which is very nice of them. Guests, if I want them. And 10 should come up in half an hour and, you know, join the thing and join the fun and, you know, let me know what's going on there end of the story, you know. And that'd be really great, but this particular channel, they had at least, it was four. I'd say there was at least 16 people on the channel. Because it was just like, it wasn't 3 in a row, it was 4 in a row. And it was more than 10, definitely more than 10. Maybe only 12, I don't know. They were all moaning and bitching about some and some other channels, you know. They weren't talking about anything relevant to anything whatsoever. Yeah? Bitching. It was just like everyone bitching. Nothing said about anything. Nothing said about the tyrannous government in America that's taking, you know, taking America down the tubes, you know. This has got to be stopped, hasn't it? You know, American people don't wake up and realise what's being done to them. You've got no chance, America, you've no chance. And it's the same with England. Same thing happening in England, isn't it? You know, there'll be absolutely no chance whatsoever. So, it's now on ever, basically. I'm just checking if the battery's going, yeah. We're down to 7% now. Whoa, but we're still on. Broadcasting, or narrowcasting, because nobody pays attention. That's wonderful. Yeah. But I like small people. I prefer, I mean, if I get like, I don't know, 7,000, whatever, I've got about 700 people who reckon every now and again I do some good stuff, which is fine, right? And I never unsubscribe to anyone unless they abusive or nasty to me or do something or say something particularly reprehensible, and I might unsubscribe and go, well, actually, yeah, you're not the person I thought you were, so get away from me. But other than that, I'd keep everyone, fine, and they do that for me. They might not visit me, they might visit me once every couple of years, but they're still good friends when they do. It's good to see them. But you can't keep up with everyone, can you? It's impossible to do. There isn't enough hours in the day. And if you were to do it, you just go insane. You know, I've got a bit of an issue with certain people, I think. I mean, I'm not mentioning any names, but certain people that'll come on your stream or your videos and all that. And I'm almost damn certain. I mean, I've not gone verified it on what do you call it? On YouTube Studio, how long people have been on. But you might have been on for, I don't know, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and you've done like a 4-minute video. I've not heard what you're on about. And you've got a lovely video or something like that. Something vacuous. They've not actually moved anything forward. They've not moved the debate forward. And of course, I've got to go, oh, yeah, okay, thanks very much. But, what have they actually said? And have they really listened to the whole thing? And, if they listen to the whole thing, they might realise, well, actually, yeah, and start a communication going. But, doesn't seem to be happening, does it? Quite a lot of the time. So a lot of people who you think, well, yeah, they thumbed up your video, they may have only watched 1 second of it or 2 seconds. How are we to know unless we keep constantly going into studio or whatever to see how long the last person's visited for or whatever, And you can suss them out and say, oh, yeah, well, thanks for listening for 1 second. I've not done that thing yet. But I might do a video on the topic. That'd be quite good, quite interesting. See what kind of response I get, Because I'm sure it goes on. I mean, if I click on a video, I listen to the whole damn video. If I don't like the music in the background, right, which is fair enough, I may not like it for whatever reason, personal reason, I'll turn the volume down. Especially if the person's not actually saying anything apart from just music, just promoting a music track, and I might think, well, yeah, but it's a millionaire singing or some, famous group singing. They've got plenty of money already, so why should I give them more money? Or more attention? I don't want to hear that tune. I'm bored of it. I hear it on the radio all the time. I don't want to hear it, so I'll turn the volume down. But I'll watch the whole video if it's a Sky video or whatever. And, I'll try my best. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, no one's here now, so that's good. Thank you, AAB. Right, I'll get back to you, mate. Yeah. Yeah, very true. Yeah, I've not got what you think I've got in here. It's one of them, what's the name? Vape things. All we've got in here is olive oil. Yeah, don't use the vape stuff. It's no good for your lungs. We can put some nice pressed olive oil, Pretty good stuff, Yeah. That's not working. What's it gonna? What's it doing? What's it saying? Oh, it's working again. There's no smoke coming out. So I think it's run out. Yeah, it's run out of oil. Okay, anyway. I'll leave it at that, For a bit. I'll come back in a bit after I've been to the shop. Doing one maybe. Okay, thank you. Cheers.